Hello, I am Robert. Today I'm gonna make a review about my climbing shoes, the SCARPA Reflex.
So, how long have you been climbing with these shoes?
Well,
You got them for your birthday, right?
yes. So, I think maybe like 3 months?
4 months.
4 months.
What do you like about them?
Well, they're good for climbing,
Obviously.
yes, and they're comfy.
Is that why you picked them in the first place?
Yes, and they have a flat bottom,
Okay, and why is that important?
because then I can walk on them better. And when it's a big grip, I can stand on it.
Fair enough. And why is it important that you can walk on the shoe too?
Because I have training and I need to walk a lot from route to route.
Okay. So, is this a shoe that you will always use, or were you doubting between this shoe and another shoe?
Well, I was doubting between this shoe and another shoe.
Okay, and what was the other shoe like, and why did you not pick that one?
The other shoe was very banana.
What is that?
Well, that it's not flat on the bottom, but very curved.
Okay. So
And
you
it was
did.
not so comfortable in the middle.
Okay, so you did not pick that one because you had to walk during training a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not so good for toe hooks because there's almost no rubber here.
Okay, but there's a little bit on the big toe, no?
Yeah, a tiny bit, but that's still not enough for good toe hooks on tiny ledges.
Okay. So when you have to start incorporating more toe hooks, then these are not the shoes for you.
Yes.
Okay. How about the heel hook? Is that better?
Yeah, the heel hook, and it has a lot of rubber here.
Okay, so there's plenty of material to make a good heel hook.
Yeah.
Okay, so for that they're good.
Yes. But on the sides, it's a bit squishy and not so comfortable. Actually, it is comfortable, but I do not think that it helps a lot because when you have the grip and maybe you need to hook on like this or something, then it's not so good for that because then here there's no rubber.
Okay. And do you do toe hooks a lot?
Not really, but I think I will use toe hooks more often when I get better at climbing.
Okay, so your next pair might be a different kind of shoe.
Yes.
Okay.
With a bit more banana, with a bit more curve and a bit more rubber on the front.
Okay. Well, here I got my climbing shoes.
Yes.
How are these two different? We're gonna do a full comparison video, but what's the main difference between my shoes and your shoes? Because I looked at your shoes as well for me. So what's the difference?
Well, these are open and these are very closed.
Okay, so you have like a mesh knit on the top.
Yes.
Does-
And this one just has 2 floppy pieces.
That one can open fully.
Yeah.
So is that knit on top, is that very comfortable?
Yes.
Because on the website it says that it helps for ventilation,
Ah.
that it keeps your feet a bit cooler.
Well, I don't need that. The top of my foot is not so warm during climbing.
Okay. And do you climb with socks or with bare feet?
With socks.
Okay. Is that more comfortable for you or?
Yeah, that's more comfortable.
Okay, I agree. I also climb with socks. How about the fit? Do you have them super tight or not so tight?
Well, somewhere in between.
How does that work?
Well, it's tight on the front, and well, it is comfortable, but it's getting a bit tight.
Is that maybe because you're 9 years old and you grow 5 shoe sizes every year?
Yes.
Okay. So what is the best thing about this shoe?
The best thing is that they work very well.
Okay. And you use them for bouldering, right?
Yes.
So not for outdoor climbing.
Yeah.
And what is the worst thing about this shoe?
The worst?
What is there something you absolutely don't like?
No.
Not really? Okay. So is the closing good enough?
Yes.
Okay. And they don't get too tight on your foot?
No. Even when I put them as tight as possible, it's still comfortable.
Okay. And is that important for you, comfort of the shoe?
Yes.
Why?
Because I don't want to take off my shoes every time I jump off.
Okay.
And when I jump off, it's also comfortable.
Okay. Because you see a lot of YouTube videos where the professional climbers, they take their shoe off after every climb.
Yeah.
You know why that is?
Because it's not comfortable.
That's true, because they buy their shoes really, really small, right?
Yeah.
But for you that doesn't work because you grow so fast.
Yes.
Okay. So what is your overall conclusion after climbing with this shoe for about 4 or 5 months?
I like them a lot and they're nice shoes.
Would you buy them again in a bigger size once you grow out of these? Or would you move on to a banana shoe?
I would want to move on to a banana shoe.
Okay. But that is going to mean you might have to take it off a bit more often.
Yes.
Okay. So you would recommend these in general?
Yes. For first and second climbing shoes. Bye bye. This was the video of the SCARPA Reflex. See you in the next video.